So that seagull, what happened was, the mother brought the food just next to his beak, and he thought that my mom is going to feed me. But the mom of the bird had to take that risk. No risk, there is no game. And she just flew up, and with that hunger, that craziness of hunger, the bird jumped and out of the ledge, and he thought he was dying. But no, that courage he took, that split of second of that courage, it was not confidence. That courage, I need to have that food, I'll jump. He jumped and he started flying. That courage, that split of seconds courage teaches a person a lot of things. Destiny changes. That is about that story. We should have courage, gain courage, and we should have confidence within something. When we don't have confidence within us, we must deliver our confidence onto someone else. Believe, faith, then only we will go ahead. No one can stop you. Sky is the limit. Now we'll come to the black aeroplane. What does this actually tell us about Frederick Forsyth? He himself was a pilot once upon a time. He was a British novelist, journalist, former spy also, an occasional political commentator. 25th August, he's 1938, he's 81 years old. He's from Ashford, United Kingdoms. His movies, one of the best movies if you can see, is The Fourth Protocol and The Day of the Jackal. Awesome movies. It will keep you on your seat or wherever you're sitting and watching that movie, it will keep you like that. I have read that book, The Day of the Jackal. The Dogs of War I have read. Very nice books. Awesome. Crime, mystery. Best-sellings. His net worth of 2019 was 5 millions. And he's just, his primary source of income is a novelist. He writes books, novels. Okay. That's Frederick Forsyth. He was a spy, agent. Then his The Fist of God, that's also a very nice one. The Cobra, then The Afghan, very nice books he's written. He was in the military, in the Royal Air Force as a pilot. He flew the de Havilland Vampire. It's a British jet fighter which was developed and manufactured by the Havilland Aircraft Company. It was the second jet fighter to be operated by the Royal Air Force after the Goldstar Meteor. It was the first to be powered by a single jet engine. That plane has, the tail is joined together, The wings are there. From the wings again there are two parts going parallel, and the wings are joined. The wing is not single, they are joined together. This is all about him. So his all the Odessa File is also there. Devil's Alternative, Fourth Protocol, awesome books. Out of that, one is our black aeroplane. He was married twice. First he married a model, Carol Cunningham, 1973 to 1988, with whom he had two sons, Stuart and Shane, and then to Sandy Molloy since 1994. He also had a relationship with actress Faye Dunaway. Faye Dunaway is a very famous actress of the US. And he stayed in Hertfordshire in England. Hertfordshire is home country. It's one of the home countries in southern England. It is bordered by Bedfordshire and Cambridgeshire to the north. It's the Greater London to the south, Buckinghamshire to the west. So very close to Hertford. In 2016, he said he was giving up writing thriller books because his wife had told him he was too old to travel to dangerous places. Not literally traveling, but his mind going to dangerous places. This is about Frederick Forsyth. So can you imagine what type of story he is going to write? If you ever get time, go and read The Day of Jackal after you finish your exams. So let's come to the story. What does this story actually tell us? Or what does it want to say? Right? How is it going to inspire us? Right? Sometimes in our life, it becomes difficult to decide. Just as this story Black Aeroplane, it's so difficult to decide whether it's a mystery or not. The narrator himself, Mr. Forsyth, is trying to explain that a black aeroplane helps him when he goes through a turbulent situation in the sky. But when he goes to thank him, he found that there was no aeroplane except him in the atmosphere. He could not believe it. Who was that pilot in the black aeroplane who helped him to land his Dakota safely? He did not lose hope. The story wants to tell us that he did not lose hope. The pilot of the mysterious plane might be a figment of his own fertile imagination. Basic story. It tells us how the narrator got stuck in the storm and he became helpless. At that moment of time, he saw a black aeroplane which had no lights, and he saw that the pilot was trying to help him. He waved his hand and all. He landed safely, but he got to know from the ground staff that at the airport that there was no other plane flying in the sky because radars can catch any flying plane, and still remained a mystery till the end to him. Fantastic story. Right? So, the black aeroplane. The moon was coming up in the east behind me, and the stars were shining in the sky above me. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. I was happy to be alone. High up above the sleeping countryside, I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane. Now, Dakota aeroplane is a place in USA, Dakota. Okay. It was the first propeller-driven airliner. Propellers, by fans. which had a huge effect on the airline industry in the 1930s and 40s and the World War II also. It was a 14-bed sleeper version for the military. The name is DS because it was Douglas Aircraft Company, or rather it's called the DC. It had a tail wheel landing gear. Two main wheels in the forward of the center of gravity and a small wheel or skid to support the tail. These days we have two wheels in the front and one at the nose of the plane, right? But this had a tail wheel to support at the back. It could fly from New York to Los Angeles in 18 hours and with only 3 stops. It could profitably carry only passengers without relying on mail subsidies. It did not have to take any cargo. It could take only passengers. This is all about the Dakota. Dakota is a place in US. Okay. So I'll come back in the next video.